Hi, this is Steve with Tropic Heating and PatioHeat.com, providing you with the visual concept of infrared patio heating. We specialize in sales, service, and designs for residential and commercial applications. Please tap that like button if you find this video helpful. It helps others find our channel. Thank you. All right, so here's a standalone structure. This is a residential application. The only thing we have to really think about here is the fact that we have a wooden lattice up here. This is all steel frame, and as far as the seating goes, I just haphazardly placed a large sectional couch here and a table here for dining of 4. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the overall dimensions. All right, the dimensions here is 18 foot 7 inches this direction, and then a depth here of 13.5 5/8. I have a height of the bottom edge here at 8'2", and then ceiling apex here of 11 foot, I believe that's 5 3/16, or 7/16 rather. And then I'm going to choose to mount on this particular truss here, I guess you would call it, and that is at 9'11". And also you can see here that those two outside matching trusses are at 7 foot 4 inches from center to center. All right, so let's go back here. I'm gonna have two different options. Option number 1 will be my preferred option. These are CD5024, so 5,000 watt 240 volt heaters, and you can see there's dual elements in them. I just have them mounted on this 3-inch square tube, and you could just manufacture your own type of tubing, or sorry, bracket here. I know that this customer actually has a there's some brackets on their drawing that would be just a 90-degree, and then they could be mounted onto this portion here and then just drop down that 6 inches. Also, just to note that this bracket maintains a 6-inch clearance from this elevation, where the physical clearance is really 6 inches around, so you could actually make the bracket a little bit shorter. Now there is a junction box back here, so you can't push them up too much higher, otherwise you're not going to get access to that junction box. But definitely either cutting this bracket, this existing bracket, or making your own to match up with this 3-inch dimension here would be preferable in my view. And then also I have this edge of the heater at 2 feet off of this edge of the structure, and then same with this, 2 feet from this edge to this edge of the heater. And then of course just on these two structural beams here. Now these heaters are 18 pounds a piece. Actually, these are a little bit lighter than that. I think they're like 14 pounds a piece. So mounting on this shouldn't be a big issue with regards to the structural integrity. Just keep that in mind. And let's go ahead and look at the footprint of heat. Footprint of heat on an application like this, you can see that you're getting a pretty full coverage of the entire space. We're missing just a little bit of this outside edge here on these corners here, but that's about it. And with the heater mounted at this elevation, the intensity is fine for this application unless you're in a very, very cold climate. You'd probably want a little bit more heat if you were. But if this is somewhere in the moderate climate, let's say winters in the 50 degrees or above, that would be fine. All right, so that's option 1. Option 2 would be something of this nature. So you'd take 2 of these are CD6024 6,000 watt 240 volt, and I just have them centered in the patio, and they're located in the same exact positions at 7'4" roughly. Now, if my dimensions aren't exactly right here, if it goes 7'5" or even up to 8 foot distance apart, that would be fine. There's no issue with that. Yeah, so that's Yeah, 8 foot apart would be the maximum, and I'd want to step it closer if that was the case. So in any case, everything else would be the same. Footprint of heat, you can see, is just a little bit less than optimal for the whole entire space. But let's say this customer is just going to have a dining table in the middle, and that is going to be it. Then in that case, one or these two 6,000 watt units would probably be fine for that application. Again, given that we're in a moderate winter climate here. So when you get down into the real low, let's say 30s and below, this is not going to be working for you. You need, double the amount of heat to offset the coldness, and especially if there's a cold wind that comes through as well. But again, the moderate climates of 50 and above, this works just fine. All right, well, if you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you would like us to give you assistance, please send your request to designs@patioheat.com. I'm Steve. Thank you very much, and don't forget to hit that like button. It really does help us. Thank you very much.